Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back. We're a little bit late. Sorry, that's entirely my fault. I got carried away with some other things, but that's okay. We are live now, and that's what matters most is that we finally live. And I kind of adjusted the camera a little bit differently today. So we got some stuff we're doing on the phone real quick. We got to clean up some things real quick. We got to get the music going. Here we go. Now I need to get the page, share it out. Just need the link. Copy. Clean. All right, killing all my tasks that way we can go live here. Got everything pulled up on this side. Post. Get this up on this phone. Turn off all ringtones and stuff this time instead of last time where I decided to screw everybody up. And all you hear was big beepings every now and again. All right, let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Facebook. Should we get on that one? All right, hello Facebook, hello YouTube. I know we're kind of a little bit late. I'm sorry, a billion times over. Get the live chat situated on this phone, and we should be completely set. But everything is up. We are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. A tad bit later than what was intentionally proposed for me to go live. That is entirely my fault, but we only missed it by 15 minutes, so it really isn't too terrible. Where did it go? There we go. All right, live chat. Good. All right, fine. Got everything ready. What's up, Way? How's it going? So, as usual, we got to do the good goods. Shot glass anywhere? Nope. Okay. We'll use. Do I have any like below the border? Texas, Tennessee, Georgia. We'll just do this one. It's furthest one away. New York. But that is okay. Alright, so as usual, you know what we do, guys. We take a shot for my bad homie. No, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. I enjoyed it. Had a great time. Still having a good time. So what we have here is some tequila traditional. It is the Jose Cuervo traditional to be exact. Beautiful, beautiful tequila. Tastes absolutely amazing. So much sweeter than the regular Jose Cuervo. But this shot is dedicated for everybody who did subscribe while we were not live. That means between Wednesday and today. This shot is dedicated to you guys. Welcome to the family, to a huge part of everything that we do. You guys are amazing, so cheers. Tequila. Oh, that's rough. I ain't had tequila in a while. Made my arm hair stand up. But today's been pretty good. Work was great. Got off work. Went and hung out with a friend for a little bit, and then here we are. We're live. Kind of got carried away. We're having a good time, so it is what it is. The best thing, though, like that I wanted to come in and talk about today is it's usually we always open up and we have something to talk about in the beginning. So I witnessed two things yesterday. Two very opposite, polar-sided spectrums of day-to-day life. And that's for anybody, really. So there was this younger kid, homeless kid, outside of where I work. I'm not going to say anything like that, names and nothing. I don't know his name. So I was opening up the shop, getting everything ready, and I had noticed he was outside. He was sleeping on the bench and stuff. I didn't bother him. I didn't want to mess with him. He ain't bothering us. He ain't bothering customers. I'm going to let him rest. It won't bother me none. He stays there majority of the day. Nobody messes with it. One of the other kids, younger kids, that does park over where we do, he went inside, bought him a blanket and bought him a pillow and some other stuff and brought it out there to him and set it on the bench while he was gone. So when he came back, he had a brand new blanket. He had a brand new pillow. Pretty sure he got some drinks and some snacks and stuff. And that kid, that younger guy, took care of him. He come over to the shop and was talking to us a little bit. He had bandages around his feet or his toes and stuff. They were all really bad cut up. So I go over to the first aid kit and I get a bunch of Band-Aids because he asked for just one Band-Aid. And I was like, you got several cuts on your feet. You need to take care of them. So I go over and I get a handful of our Band-Aids. And then I go also next to that, we have these alcohol wipes, disinfectant wipes and stuff that are for medical purposes, not just like a random hand wipe. And I gave it to him and let him clean up his wounds and his cuts and stuff just to make sure that he was going to be okay, you know. And then he was casual. He was fine. He would talk to the customers. He wasn't like dingy and dirty or washed out or nothing like that. He was a courtesy. He had a lot of courtesy. He was very mannerful. He would talk to customers that were waiting, and it really gave them something kind of to do while we were working on the cars. And then a lady, she was already cranky already. She had gotten 3 lawnmower tires put on the wheel, and she was just being so rude. From the time that she called earlier that morning to the time that she showed up, to the time she paid, to the time she was leaving. And I so happened to be the one that walked her out to her car. When we get out to her car, and I load these wheels and the new tires for the lawnmower tires and stuff in her back of her SUV. And this woman decides to turn around. This young man's still sitting over here on this bench behind us, probably not even 30 feet away from us. And she's like, so you guys just let homeless people sleep here? And it was just so rude how she said everything. And I was like, ma'am, some people just got to have some place to rest. It's safe. And she's like, well, this isn't a place for that. Well, ma'am, you don't work here. You don't own this building. You don't run this building. You don't do anything with this building to shop in. So, that being said, he's at a safe place. He's not out causing trouble. He just needs a place to sit and rest. With that being said, guys, I know it goes a long way. Be nice to people. Be courteous to people. Not everybody's out to get you. I promise you, not everybody in the world's out to get you. They are not. That's not how it works. I mean, there's a plentiful amount of bad people out there, but there's just as many good people misguided in the wrong direction that us giving him that stuff yesterday could have changed him a little bit away. You know, like gave him a heart of gold and changed his path that he's going to be pursuing from here forth. You know, he wasn't there today. He wasn't hanging out at the store today. So, I mean, maybe what you do in those circumstances, how you direct yourself into those circumstances makes that much more difference. Because if you come to me and I'm having a bad day already, you know, and then you just come up to me so rude and nasty, that's just going to make my day worse. I mean, you guys have seen the meme. It's not really a meme, I guess you could say. The picture on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and Twitter, not really YouTube, but Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, where it's a stick figure and they're walking along and somebody's got half their body is shadowed in black, right? Or it starts off with their arm. They shake that hand and then the other person takes on that emotion, right? And then it goes on to the next person. He grabs them and he takes on that emotion. And as they continuously take on each of these emotions, they're relieving the emotion from that person onto themselves. And then when they came home, they had their significant other hug them like, hey, glad you're home, blah, 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 blah. And all that emotion was washed away. To be happy and to be bliss is a understanding that not a lot of people have in life, which is terrible to go by and say, but it really hurts to see a lot of people be just so abruptly rude for no reason. It takes 2 seconds to say, yes, ma'am, hey, how you doing? I hope you have a blessed day. How hard is that? You ain't even got to say, have a blessed day. Have a great day. Every single person that comes and talks to me at work, probably none of them will ever see this or talk. Probably don't even know I do this, but every single person that drops off batteries, picks up tires, gets oil, everybody that's delivering, anything like that, my truck drivers, all those guys that come in there, I talk to every single one of them. I have like a little relationship with them because I've been there for 5 years, and there's the same people that deliver stuff. I know them by name. I know them as a friend. I make sure I tell them be safe. Don't do anything crazy out there. Make sure you make it home safe every single day. And then they say the same back. They're like, hey, be safe. Do what you got to do, but be safe while you're doing it. You know? And that's all it takes is a happy conversation. A good gesture can change anybody's day, especially early in the morning. I know a lot of people are not morning people, but if you come up like me, I'm blissful all the time, and a lot of people hate it, like how energetic I am most of the time. But as long as you know when to dial it in and dial it around, you know, you can change somebody's morning or day by genuinely being nice. That's all you gotta be. Nice. Ain't nobody telling you to go get a grand out the bank account, bring it over and hand it to them. But for like the guys in the shop, somebody will go grab some donuts or somebody will go grab a snack and bring it out there like, hey guys, come get you something, you know? And maybe somebody couldn't afford a snack that day. Maybe somebody wasn't able to buy lunch that day, but you bought them something to help, and that made their day that much better. One of the guys lost his motorcycle key the other week. He lost his motorcycle key. Couldn't find it. But he ended up being able to get his motorcycle loaded up on a truck, his truck. He parked the bike, locked it up. Next day, he come and picked it up. We helped him load it up, or they did. I was off that day. And he was on his way, right? And he got a new key made. Well, the other day, I was messing around in the wheel weights, reorganizing some things, and I found his key. He wasn't mad that he lost it or anymore, and he's not mad that he had to buy a new one. He looked at it on the bright side, like, hey, now I got 3. I got the original back, and I got 2 specs. That's how you get, and then all it took was and he might have been having a bad day that morning, but hey, I found that key. Now he's a little bit more happy and a little bit more ecstatic. You know, like, all it takes is a push in the right direction for anybody to have a great day. Like, whenever I come into these lives, there's not even the lives. Like, when I make my videos, I have the exact same intro every single day. Like, hey guys, how's it going? Every single video, every single one, right? Trust me, not every single day I feel as energetic as I come into those videos. I sometimes feel like I just need to sit down and just mope, you know? But I don't. I come into it very excited because you never know what your energy can do for somebody else. And that's why I really love to push my energy out there. I have ADHD, very, very bad. I love spazzing out all over the place. It's something fun for me to do. And it's very entertaining for a lot of people. I like to be the funny guy. So that being said, I try to cheer other people up. And I find humor in places where humor should not be found, you know, but that's just how I am. I like to make people laugh, especially in turmoil, because you shouldn't be sad in every situation. Death is always hard. Fights are always hard. Misunderstandings, whatever you want to look at. There's a lot of different sadnesses and everything out there in the world. But you got to look at it. There's always a positive to every outcome. There's a positive to every situation. And if you don't believe me, you can go back in one of my battles, and his name was Pollard, and we spent a huge amount of time together overseas. He was actually from another platoon and got pushed into our platoon to an area that we went to, and then we ended up just being battle buddies from then out because we were always together everywhere we went. We were in the same team. So every single day, man, I would go up to this guy. Now, you know what? On the bright side, and it got so bad that he would get so annoyed by it. But one day, a few months into our deployment, he was talking to his wife on the phone, and they were going through something or whatever. And he said, "On the bright side." And then I looked out of my bunk, and I rolled over, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he said, "Don't you say it. Don't you even say it." And it was just the greatest thing. You rub off on people, and you don't realize that you do until you realize that you do. But every single thing that you do has an equal and opposite outcome. So if you push your life and you push your situational awareness into something that's healthy, happy, and like a manipulative situation into a blissful situation, then it's always going to be that much better, in my opinion. I mean, you can always be an asshole. You can run around being a complete arse all day. That ain't going to get you nowhere at all. I go around work, no matter where I'm going. I'm headed to back, clock out, or I'm headed over to see Pretty Lady, whatever I'm doing at work, I got a lot of friends at work. There's a lot of people there that know me, and I'm like, "Hey, how you doing today?" You make that genuine connection where like nothing else matters but that conversation, and that's all that matters. I am Pretty Lady. We are both bad about it. Like being in the middle of a conversation, you're telling me something, I want to blurt out in the middle of that conversation because I want to tell you what's on my mind because I will forget right away. My cousin's the same way. We call each other every single day. There's probably very few days that we don't talk on the phone, but like he'll call me and be like, "I forgot to tell you something." Like early days, like I gotta tell you something, but I forgot what it is, so I'll call you again when I remember. But that's just how it is, and I don't know if it's something that we both just have genuinely because we spent so much time together growing up that we both adapted to each other and we fed off each other's growth. Certain things he does, I do. Certain things I do, he does. Even though we don't recognize that we've done it, we do. But we're that close. That's all that matters. It just happens. It's like when you start working with other people in the shop, you start getting that group of friendship in. Like everybody starts off as the quiet kid when you're working at a new place, and then eventually you open up and you start to become like the chattery box that you really are. But you never start that way because you don't know anybody. You don't know any better. So then you learn how rude and ruthless everybody is, and that's just how it is. Like I don't come in yelling, "Hey, you," just anybody. I do it to some of the guys, but not every one of them. But it's just certain ones you have a certain rapport built up for. But they expect it. They know it's coming, They know it's exciting when you walk in and that's the fun thing, like, too, is even if I go to where I work, when I'm off to go buy groceries or whatever, I'll go in there, I'll go by the shop, and the guys will be like, "Hey!" And we do that to everybody that comes in and out of the shop that works there. We just yell at them every time. Or you got Mikey. He watches every now and again. He's got this thing. He go, "Arr!" And then he's got a nickname for everybody. He's the old guy in the shop. He's like our grandpa. He's like, and it's so great having that packages. But it's great having that like kind of friendship. And you don't really go to work to make friends, but I've been there 5 years. It's kind of hard not to. We got several guys that's in the shop that's been there for 3 of them have been there longer than me. Then you got me, and then you got all the other new guys. So, I mean, only 4 of us in the shop has been there the entirety of the length of time that I've been there. And we've seen a ton of people come and a ton of people go. We really have. A lot of great people. Some very, very bad that don't need to be working in shops. But it's all a learning curve and learning process. I feel like everybody should learn how to do something on a car. Something. If you live your life without knowing how to work on your car or do some small things, then it's going to suck. It's going to really, really suck. You should know how to use jumper cables. Right off the bat. Jumper cables. Easy. Replace. Or not replace. To jump off a car. You should know how to change a tire. Not put a new tire on a wheel, nothing like that. But put your spare on. You should be able to. You should know how to jack your car up, take the lugs off, put your spare on. You should know how to do that. You should know how to look at a fuse and know if it's blowed or not. It's so easy. It's a piece of plastic, and if it's in two pieces, then it's burnt. It's bad. You know, I mean, you should be able to do that. Light bulbs, or interior bulbs, brake bulbs, turn signals, and headlights should be able to be replaced. You should know how to do that. And batteries, you should know how to do that also. Everything else, I kind of understand. And air filters. You should all be able to know how to do that. Oil changes can be kind of difficult, I guess, if you don't have the right tools. Some of them are canisters, so I understand how some of them are really kind of difficult if you don't have the right equipment to take them off. Other than that, I mean, genuinely, everything else should go to a shop, unless you know what you're doing. But if I ever have kids, they will know how to do those kind of things. I grew up learning, they're going to grow up learning. It's not going to be handed to, I'm not going to be like, here you go, new car. No, that ain't how this is going to work. No. Nobody bought me my first car. I bought my own first car. Cash. It took me going into the military to do it, but I did it. My dad did give me a truck, though. He did give me a truck. My grandpa passed away, and they gave me his old Toyota pickup, which ended up getting totaled. But we did end up. He did give me that. So I wasn't didn't buy every vehicle I ever owned, but that was the only car that's ever been given to me personally. On the bright side of new things, other than weird stuff, because we're got to finish up this beer here in a second. We bought a new mouse and keyboard pad because this son of a is long. It is every bit of like this long. There's only just a few inches on each side of this table that wasn't covered. I'll probably show it on Monday maybe when I can pull it off and then show you guys a little bit more of what it is. Or I might just do a review on it because I absolutely love that mouse pad. So we'll have to see what I end up doing with the mouse pad. But now that we've ordered that, the only other things that we need on the video settings or for the videos, PC and sound phone. That's it. PC and sound phone. Other than those two things, we should be good. PC is hopefully going to be soon. I'm just pretty much, the only reason why I haven't gotten a PC yet is I'm waiting on me and my cousin to come together on a computer that I need. Every time I find one, it's something wrong with it. Or every time he finds one, it's something wrong with it. So hopefully we will find one very, very soon where we can work it out and it'll actually be the one that I order. The Facebook channel is doing absolutely amazing, guys. Y'all are great. It's been up, a little over a week now? Maybe a week. And we're at 133 follows, 132 likes. That's awesome. I'm glad that this is going so well. I really didn't expect it to, but I'm glad that it did. Super glad. And I know by now we had done finished the beer and stuff, but I haven't ate anything since lunch, so we're kind of babying things right now. Remember, guys, if you want me to take shots for every new subscriber that we do get while we are live, we do take a shot for each one. So if you're new, hit that button and become part of that family. If I can get us to go to our page here, I think our phone's jacked up. All right, so there's that. There you go. Okay, it's up now. There it is. We're at 536, so for each new subscriber, we will be taking a shot. Rachel, hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Friday's the best, especially if you're off on the weekends when it comes to Fridays. I'm not. I work a sporadic schedule, but I'm very excited about the day because tomorrow is my last day of work until my vacation, and I'm super, super excited. And that being said, that's kind of why we chose what we're drinking on tonight, which is our Saint Remy, Remy Martin Extra Old French Brandy. I hate doing like a slow pour because it sounds like I pour so much. And this one comes with an absolutely beautiful box. 40% alcohol, making that 80 proof. Since 1886, St. Remy has crafted brandies through the section and distillation of wines sourced exclusively from French vineyards aged in small French oak barrels. St. Remy XO is a brandy of character with complex aromas and rich taste. Recognized for its elegance and roundness, the best savored neat on ice or in a classic cocktail. And for a lot of people, if you don't know what neat is, trust me, understand. Neat is just bare. There's no ice, there's no cubes, there's no nothing. This is neat. This is just a neat pour. There's nothing added into it. Fun, going anywhere fun. Not sure. Me and the pretty lady have a bunch of like things we have in mind. We want to go to the mountains. We're going to do a picnic in the mountains. We're going to do some axe throwing. We want to do some gem mining. We want to do a whole bunch of stuff that just like, hopefully we can pack it all into 7 days. Hopefully. And if you're curious, when you do buy the XO, I bought this one as a special box, I guess, because I'm not sure why it is like this. And if anybody can tell me why, please do tell me. All right, so you get the bottle. Bottle's crazy. I love how the bottle looks. It reminds me of the Grand Marnier, and I have another Remy Martin next to that one now as well. But this was the box that I showed you guys in our review. In our review, this was the box that I showed you. Has all the elegant design, has the gold flaking on it. It says certain aspects of the special time of year have stood the test of time. The same could be said of St. Remy. Since 1886, Remy has been a genuine blend of French traditions, quality, and craftsmanship, and made the world's leading French brandy. It is a brandy of character with complex aromas and rich taste. It is recognized for its elegant roundness and lingers on the palate. During the festive season, Christmas, the coziest way to enjoy Remy XO is in a winter punch. Discover the recipe on their website at st-remy.com. So, really cool thing about this box on the outside is the outside. So this side right here is in English. Obviously, I just read it to you guys. This side is in French. But that's not even what's the craziest part. That was just what I knew from when I opened it the other week. 2 weeks ago, we've done this review. This is the second time that I've drank this since I've opened it. But the coolest thing about this box that I just found out, you ready? We didn't get just one box. We didn't get just one box, guys. There's 2 boxes, guys. There's 2. I didn't even know. And it's really, really cool that it done. I didn't even know that it done that. It says different stuff. Like this. Now this says St. Remy's original distillery is founded by Paul Emile Remy Martin in French Loire Valley. Right? I don't know. I don't speak French. In 1886, Remy's consistent singular taste, inherited from our founders' know-how, is sustained today by our master blender. Exclusively elaborated from distilled French wines and aged in small French oak barrels, St. Remy XO is brandy of character and complex aromas and rich taste. It is recognized for its elegance and roundness, and it lingers on the palate. XO is the best savored neat on ice or in classic cocktails. So it kind of says some of the same things, but a lot of it's kind of different also. And the box is different. So not only are you get the St. Remy, you get the Remy XO, and then it says Remy there, And then you got the bottle. It shows you what the bottle looks like next to it. And then you got this part. All right, so I'm going to cockeye it like this. So the bottom is in English. This top paragraph here to here is in French. And then from here down is in English. The top of the box looks like this. Really, really interesting. And then it's got 2 barcodes in the bottom. And then you get your elegant bottle, or elegant box. Elegant box. It just looks like this. You got your English side, you got your French side, you got your front, and then you got your back. And the backs are even different. Outlined in like goldish flames, not outlined. But you can see the flamboyance of this box. It's crazy. Which I didn't notice that until just before I made this video, or started to go live. I was getting the box, I opened it, and I was pulling the bottle out to take my thumbnail picture, and I went to take this out, and it kind of like slid a little bit, and I was like, what? And I immediately hollered at Pretty Lady, and I was like, there's no way there's 2 boxes in this. And there really is. There's 2 boxes. 2. The only one that I have that's like this. And it was the only one at the ABC store. So it was destiny for me to have this. It was meant to be. So if you're kind of curious, so brandy has a whole bunch of different flavors when you go into tasting. Right? That's a lot of things. A lot of your your lot of whiskeys and stuff like that, and brandies, have over 100 different tastes inside the drink, right? So, with that being said, I got Ciroc French brandy that tastes nothing like this. I got the XO, which is the extra old. We have the Remy VSOP, tastes totally different. This one is more more scotchy. That one is more bourbon. But they're both brandies. Don't take from that. They are both brandies. But however, it's kind of like the Suntory whiskey. The Suntory whiskey kind of tastes like a scotch. And that's kind of how this one is. It has that ashiness, that darkiness to it that is just really good, almost like a fire. Itchy on the leg. But the only reason why I decided to do a Remy Martin video was because one of the people in the comments on YouTube was like, hey, you should do one. And I was like, well, I had a very, very, very bad experience with Remy Martin a while back, and I was like, I don't want to try it again. It was bad. It tasted terrible. Well, they were like, hey, you must have tried the wrong ones because you need to try something like this. Well, I got the XO. Mostly, only reason why I bought this one was because of the box. I'm not going to lie. The box caught my attention, and it really drew me in to buy because it's a very interesting box. And then after that, I had made the video. I'd done the review. And Ronald, I can never pronounce his name, but his Throit, I want to say it's Throit. But he was like, XO is really, really good. I liked it, but I love the VSOP. What is it? Yeah, VSOP. So I was like, you know what? If he says it's good, I gotta buy it because he comments on majority of videos and he knows what it is when he comes to drinking. So that's what we went and bought it is because he's like, hey, you got to try it. So I went and bought it and tried it, and he was not wrong. If you're curious, you can watch the review on the VSOP and or on the XO, and you can see the comparison difference between the two. There's another Remy that my store sells. It's like $40. It's the more expensive one compared to these. I believe this one was like 20 couple. This one was 19. So it kind of goes up, and then the next one I believe is $40. I think it's $39. We shall see. I love how tasteful it is, though. But I'm glad. So, like Wednesday, I told you guys I was like, we're stuck on that 5:30 subs, and then all of a sudden we went from 5:30 to 5:36. So y'all are amazing. I would love to hit 5:40 tonight, which would be great. But I really doubt we're gonna get 4 subscribers by the end of the live, even though that would mean 4 shots for you guys. But I understand. You guys don't want me to. You don't want to see me taking shots. It's okay. You guys don't want me to be out here drinking and taking shots like a hooligan, so you don't subscribe. If you're already subscribed, thank you. Though. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You are beautiful, beautiful people. Trying to get rid of some of these notifications. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I absolutely hate notification numbers. I always, always, always want to get rid of them. I hate it. Can't stand it. There we go. I'm trying to bring the bacon back. It can do whatever. Oh, there was something else. I was like, you know what? I have to talk to you guys about it. I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. It was different. It was an add-on to like the other story that I had in the beginning. What was it? I can never remember like stories, guys. I need to start like writing them down or just make. Now there's this thing on YouTube where we can make shorts. If you guys think that should be a thing, let me know. I can start making like shorts where they're 15 seconds, I think, long, 15 seconds to half a minute, and it's pretty much just like a burst of whatever, you know. So that might be something we might talk about, where I'll be like, I'll do a short and just be word vomit something, you know. We'll see how it goes. Start showing you stuff I do at work that way. Working on I know we talked about getting a new computer and everything else like that, but we're also still working on trying to get a new phone. Had a good deal come across my table yesterday-ish. Turned out it's not going to be able to work, so we're going to have to see what happens. But however, that is okay. Might just buy a new phone somewhere else and then go with that, you know, because I'd hate to spend. The guy was like, I would hate for you to spend that whole lot of extra money and for no reason when I could just go buy a refurbished phone and then bring my own phone again and just move over SIM cards because it just makes it easier. You know? Because that's what I did the first time with Verizon. I bought this S9 and I was like, you know what? Let's go to Verizon because Straight Talk's terrible. I know it's sad, another sad topic again, but um, you ever just like scrolled through somewhere and then you come across like something where it's like, wow, they're gone or they're passed away or they're forever no longer within, you know. Again, I got another share. Who is it? Who shared it? Hang on. I know that. Hang on. Had to be Wes. Has to be Wes. It was a Wes. Who are you? If you're on the Facebook, who is sharing? Because it wasn't him, and it doesn't tell me. Because it says only reached one person. It says 4 people reached, 15 engagements. I don't even know how to work this app. I don't even know how to do this. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just running with it. So we're in a creator studio. It might load. Probably won't. Didn't think so. We'll have to look later. I don't know what the difference is, honestly. We're just gonna have to like wait. Cause I don't know what it's doing. There's got to be a way where I can see people's things on the channel. Because if not, it kind of ruins the point. Because like I could do 1 shot per share, and there's 1 share, so that's 1 shot. But I don't know who to even say thank you to, you know? But I should be able to. So after this, we will learn how to read that. It can't be that hard. We're gonna fall here in a minute if I don't stop playing this chair. But that's gonna be something else. What we're gonna do. All right, not every time. This is random. I just kind of feel like doing a shot, so I'm just gonna make an excuse. All right, so. Oh my goodness. This deserves a shot on its own. Hampus, how's it going? I was actually thinking about you the other day. Wednesday's live, after the live ended, I was like, man, I need to message him and see how he's doing. I ain't heard from him in a while. How's it going? Cheers. Cheers to you, mate. How's it going? I started to genuinely be curious about what happened. You was here all the time. You were chit-chatting and everything, and then you just kind of went away. I always assume the worst about everything. So I was like, oh, man, what happened? So I just haven't messaged you, but I needed to. I thought about you on Wednesday. I've been actually thinking about most of the people that do comment, like a lot. I remember who you are, like Rachel, Sup Mom, Michael, or Humpus, whatever you want to go by. Brian's wife. There's a lot of people that comment that I just remember and genuinely like. Every time that I end the live, I was like, I wonder where they were. Are they okay? I just genuinely think about you guys. So, hope y'all are all right. All right. Laura! Visconti. Shh. Weird. I said, look, I've been having a lot of energy or a lot of things going on at work. My work isn't really hard, but it takes a lot of energy. No worries at all. You ain't got to even think about it at all. And I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. I know I ain't heard from you in a little while either, so we haven't texted or anything. I just genuinely thought about you, and I was like, man, I hope he's okay, and I hope he's doing all right. I know how COVID has affected a lot of different areas and stuff like that. Not just genuinely bringing up COVID, but I know it with being spring here and how allergies and sickness and everything else goes around. I was just genuinely curious to make sure, hopefully, that you was all right. Because I know we were talking a lot and stuff. But that's all right. I mean, it is what it is. And I'm just glad that you commented and that you're all right. That's all that matters. You don't have to be here in every single video or anything like that. As long as I know you're all right. That's what matters. But I keep watching all your daily videos anyways. That is awesome. Thank you. That means much. That means a ton as well. And I've kind of been I haven't been on it as quickly or as good lately, but I've been wanting to try to do a little bit more videos and lives around your time zone, like 9, 10 a.m. my time. So hopefully it would balance out. But I haven't been having a whole lot of days off myself recently. We've been slammed. It's been rough. What do you work? What do you do? I'm curious. What is your profession? Go in there. I just I've also got to adjust a couple other things on the channel. Hopefully I can figure it out tomorrow or over the weekend. So on the Facebook page, the only person that is eligible to do anything is my cousin. But also, anytime that I make a post, or not necessarily a post, but if I create a event like I did today, it sends me a notification saying, be ready to go live, be ready to go live, be ready to go live, be ready to go live. But it also sends it to him, which is very, very weird that it does that. So I got to try to figure out a way to get rid of that. So it's hard to explain, but my company is called The Handle. We help people who need help. And it can be literally anything from mowing the lawn to fixing things around the house. Okay, so in American terms, you would be a maintenance man, pretty much. You go around and you do lawn care, you do you fix things. You're a fix-it man, which is awesome. I love that because that's kind of what I do. I mean, I work on cars. But also off that, I used to be an engineer in the military, so I would know how to do masonry work, electrical work, concrete work. I know how to fix plumbing, all types of different things. It's a great skill to have, so definitely a great skill. But it's also great that you're helping people. That's what matters a lot too. And that's really cool. Cheers. Hard labor. Set it there. That's beside. We're going to check on Pre-Lady real quick. We'll be right back. Don't got to pee this time, but we'll do that. Don't you with me. Always back. We're back. I just want to check on, make sure she wasn't asleep yet. I know she goes in very, very early compared to me. Oh God, about that. Oh man. We mostly help people who can barely do things by themselves anymore, but who don't want to move into care homes. It feels good to be able to help the older people. I love that, man. I honestly, truly love that. That is one of the most like humble jobs there is being able to help somebody who can't help themselves, even though you don't have to, but you genuinely want. I know it's your job, but you genuinely want to do it. So that makes a ton of a difference when it comes to that kind of thing, in my opinion. I don't care what anybody else says. That's all you need to do in life. I don't really help people. I just work on cars. It's a form of helping, I guess. Especially, I know you said y'all mow yards and stuff. I don't know what y'all's types of seasons are there, but I know for us it's hotter than crap, and it's springtime. So spring for us is when all of our grass starts growing in, and all our flowers and all that other fun stuff. All of our plants and everything starts growing in. So I know how mowing and everything else like that gets right around this time, at least for us. I'll get off this page. I don't want to see it anymore. And it didn't get rid of it. How do you click the X and it doesn't get rid of it? I appreciate you saying that because many people don't appreciate these kinds of jobs. It feels like most people are looking down at people like me. Man, don't ever. I mean, I can't speak for your area or your country or anything like that. I know you're in Sweden, but from where I'm from in particular, like if you're helping those like that, that is a blessing. That is a God sent. You know, like. They can't do that. They can't go outside and mow their yard like they did when they were do those things. But you're on a path actually going out and you're creating that lifestyle to help those who need help. And that's what matters most. Like it's the heart. It's not about the work. It's not about what needs to get done. It's the heart and the care that matters the most. And that's what makes their day. You know, like it. And I'm sure you can understand this, or at least it is here. Like you go up to an old man or an old woman, and you start talking to them, and if you mow their yard or you go fix something for them, they're the happiest people in the world. They're the happiest people because you helped them. You're everything short of a blessing. You're everything short of the Holy Ghost because. You're a blessing to them. They don't have to mow. They don't have to find somebody to do that now. You've already taken care of it. They don't need to find somebody to fix that leaky faucet that's been leaking for the last 2 weeks. You know, drip, 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 drip. You know, so I mean, you're a blessing in disguise as a worker. So don't ever let somebody look down on you for helping others. Those are the bad people in the world. The people that look down on others for helping others are the bad people. They don't deserve to live in a lifetime of appreciation. Everybody deserves life. So if you just snapped that and you took that little sentence where I said everybody doesn't deserve to live, you're wrong. Everybody deserves to live their own life. But you don't deserve to live your own life judging others by their choices. That's my opinion. Yeah, and that's what makes my day too. You realize that they get happy when you just exchange a simple conversation with each other. Exactly, because you got to think, especially like my granny, I call her granny. She's the only grandparent I have left. As that's blood. So for me to be able to go up to her and just talk and just conversate and her tell stories means it makes her day. It makes her day. And it's the same with any other elderly you can come across, whether you be out in the store or anything like that. You would be amazed, and I'm sure he can tell you as well. You would be amazed at the stories and the life lessons you can learn by just listening to your elders talk. Just listen. That's all they want. They're by themselves most of the time. They spend 24 hours a day in a house by themselves and nobody to talk to. But you show up to fix their stuff, mow their yard, do something, and they're like, hey, how's it going? How are you today? Blah, blah, blah. And then they start telling you a story, and then you're infatuated with the story. And they have so many life lessons to teach that nobody wants to listen to. And that is the horrible reality that we have to live with. It is terrible. It really is. They talk about so much. They teach so much. They're so loving. They're so caring. And then everybody in the world just looks down on them like they're just old garbage ready to be tossed out. It's just terrible how they're looked at. It's like today at work, there was an old woman and her husband. They were getting an oil change. I take the key out, I'm trying to find the vehicle, I'm just hitting the fob. I get to the door, and they're sitting inside. The lady's like, oh, already? I'm like, yes, ma'am, we're ready for you. We'll just get you inside. We'll take care of you really quickly, at least as quick as we can. And she's like, that's great. She was so happy about it, just chit-chatting away. But the thing that got me was the husband, all right? And it wasn't nothing like major until I had looked at it. I was sitting in the driver's seat, and this older gentleman couldn't get out. He got out, and then he kind of like leaned up against the van. He's like, you got to give me a minute. I need to rest. I was like, you take all the time you need, sir. I'm in no hurry. I want you to be comfortable. I want you to make sure you get to where you're going. You do what you got to do, and then I'll take your van whenever you're done. Like, I'm not going to do that. I want you to be comfortable. He's like, oh, you're fine. And I was talking to his wife a little more, and like he used to be faster in his younger days. and that's how it is a lot of times. And it was just so fun to hear them talk and bicker back and forth and just holler at each other. It was fun. And then he would, at the end of their argument, he would catcall her, be like, it didn't matter what I did back then. As I'd talk smooth, I'd pull any pretty woman I wanted, but I chose you. And it was the greatest thing ever. It was the purest love ever. And we were sitting there, and I'd done the oil change, pulled the van out, and I parked as close as I could to our door without nobody being able to get out. And they're like, what are you doing? I was like, you don't need to walk no further than you have to. Go ahead and get in. So I parked as close as, and he's like, oh, I walk like an old man. He played his World War II era style life. He's like, I could have made it across that street faster than you parked this van right here. I didn't need you to park that close. Yeah, I get inside, and the wife or his wife is like, that's going to make his day. He's like, you're not going to realize it, and I'm not going to realize it, but thank you. And she was so happy and giddy about me parking the van just that much closer for him to get in. Like he feels like he's still a young man, even though he walks like a little, very step at a time, like a very small step at a time. That reminds me so much of when my grandma got Alzheimer's and was put in a home. Me and my cousin promised to visit her every week, and she just got talked nonstop, or loved to hear us talk about school. And I love that as well because it hits home, not necessarily for me. Nobody in my family has ever had Alzheimer's, however you say it or whatever. But for my pretty lady, it's hit her right home. Her great grandmother has it. It runs in her family. They live forever, but they also end up with Alzheimer's, and it's just hard to go through that thing where you have to go through. But I mean, it makes them excited to have that conversation. As long as you can fulfill that gap of emptiness in their life, that's what matters. That's really what matters most. It doesn't matter what you do outside of there, but if you can you go up to that old man and you got a question, he's going to teach you something. Or if that old man comes up to you and he's like, "Hey, you got a second?" You say yes. Now he's going to teach you something. It doesn't. You might not know that he taught you something until a decade from now. That man might be old, passed away, or anything like that. And you're gonna know what? That old man from the parlor said I should do this. You didn't know you learned something until you learned it, and that's what makes learning amazing. It really does. It really, really does. Yeah, that's what I love when those old people teach you something because they were so much more knowledgeable than you are because you were too young. Exactly. And a lot of people look at it like, well, I'm better than you. We're in a stronger generation. We have technology that can teach us anything we need. Yeah, you have computers that can tell you anything. You have YouTube. You have all the amenities that you need to teach you something. But they have hands-on experience with things that you can't even fathom. All the way from racism, discrimination, war, giraffes, so many different things in their childhood throughout their life into yours that is uncomparable to any other type of life lesson that you'll ever learn in your entire life. Mind blown. Like my grandfather passed away in 2005. If you would look back and you would tell him that people are acting how they are now, he would roll over in his grave. Hey, I have Google. I know everything. Don't question me. Exactly. That's exactly how it looks. That's how everybody looks at it. But, hey, Google. And then it'll beep, and then you ask it a question, and then it tells you the answer. It used to not be that way. It used to not be that way. Even when I was a kid, it used to not be that way. I grew up poor. I didn't have my own phone until high school. If then. Like late high school, I don't know. I don't even know if I had it then. I used my mom's phone for a while. And it's gonna happen. We're right back, guys. Don't go nowhere. to ask a pretty lady a favor. She's gonna hook me up with some food. She's gonna hook me up with some good foods. But yeah. So what we do is always. I'm not really that old as you, but still, we did really Google things back then, either when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm 26. I'll be 27 in November. I ain't that old either. I was born in 94. I was born in 1994. But Facebook, YouTube, you guys know what it is. We're going to take a shot real quick. Heck, pretty lady's older than I am. Here. I'll never let her live it down. You know what it is. This shot is to say thank you to everyone who does subscribe between now and Monday. Monday will be Miller Monday. I'm super excited. Next week does start our vacation. So, if we are not live Wednesday and Friday, please do not get cranky. I'm going to try to go live on those days still, but if not, I will go live at least 3 days next week where I can. We'll just kind of see where everything rolls out. So, cheers to everybody who does subscribe between now and the next time we do go live. Facebook, we're leaving you guys here in just a second, but YouTube, don't go nowhere. We're going to be chatting for a second. But guys, y'all are amazing. Cheers. Tequila. Okay, so you're 3 years older than me. So you're 23. I'm 26. Pretty lady is 20. I'll be 27 this year. She'll be 28. If I end the Facebook first. Guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all are amazing. Hit all of the description stuff below. Become part of our family's greatest single day, whether it be numbers and knowledge. If you want to find the YouTube channel, at the very top of this page, you'll be able to click a link that takes you to YouTube. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are what created this. So thank you as we grow together continuously every single day with numbers and knowledge. Y'all are amazing, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Y'all have a blessed rest of your night. Have a good time, Justin. I'm gonna try. We're not leaving YouTube just yet. Here in just a second, we will be, but not quite. I had to get rid of half those notifications. Probably struggle. We're gonna move some stuff out of the way, then we're gonna get closer, and then we're gonna talk for a minute. And we'll do. We still got a little bit left. You ain't gotta go nowhere just quite yet. This one. I didn't want to hold on to that anyway. There we go. Oh, ouch. Remove this over here. Up as well. But guys, like I said, we're still having fun. We're still going to be drinking for a second. Don't go nowhere. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not holding to it. Pretty lazy to heat me up some food here in a second. I might take another shot. I don't know. I ain't decided yet. Angel says, "Hey, what's going on, and what are we drinking today?" We are kind of winding down at the moment, but we finished up our 2 Miller Lights. We drank on some Remy Martin Extra Old, and we're taking shots of the good old Jose Cuervo Traditional. So, how are you? How are you doing tonight? We ain't kind of quite winding down just yet. Well, we're about there. I usually end off Facebook a little early, and then I chit chat with you guys for a little while. So let me know. I don't mind. Haas. Oh. Yeah, without the glasses, I look weird. Sorry. I have to tell you, I just bought a whiskey that I've never tried before, but I thought of you. What did you buy? What drink did you buy? I missed out on the beers. Well, I'm going to buy some beer later, but I want to try a different one. It has to be a lager. Any suggestions? So what do you usually buy? What beer do you usually buy that's a lager? And then I'll go off of that. Let's try to get you something new, something different. So what is your normal go-to lager? And I'll go off of that. Let's see if we can find you anything amazing. I'm pretty sure I have one in the fridge that you might like. I'll finish this one and drink one more to talk about it. And we'll talk. I'll get that lager out. And we'll drink that lager with you. Corona and Modelo, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing drinks. Are you looking for like that Hispanic beer, or what's your variety? It's called Tullamore Dew. It's from Ireland. Have you ever tried it? I've heard of it, but not tried it. I definitely need to buy. It's a little smaller, roundish bottle with green label, right? Maybe might be a different label. I think it's green. Imported beers seem to be the best tasting. You're not wrong. But however, if you're looking for like a good lager, never heard of that. If you're looking for a good lager, I would say Yingling's really good. What's that? There's another one that's really good. Can't think of the name of it. I'm going to say Yingling, but I also have another one in the fridge. That's a third option, but we're going to make it our two options. Yingling and this one. What state do you live in? Ying, yes. I mean, it's spelled a little bit differently, but you got the right idea. What state do you live in, Angel? California? All right, so it might be easier for you to get this than it is me. So this is called Shinerbach. It's made in Texas. It is a really, really good lager. Tastes absolutely amazing. I love it. And I have only just recently been told about it because a friend of mine who was like, hey, yeah, it's one of my really favorite beers and it's hard to get, but it's really good. You can buy a 700 milliliter or a 350 milliliter, but yeah, it's great. Okay, all right, I will buy one as soon as I find one. I might go to the ABC store tomorrow. If I go to the ABC store tomorrow, I'll buy one. Promise. No review. But anything from Ireland, my hands are tied when it comes to Ireland brews. Whether it be a brew or a beer or a brew or a whiskey or anything, my hands are tied. Okay, Shiner Bach. No R, B-O-C-K. Lagers aren't really my forte. I've not had a whole lot of different lagers. But I'm opening up into more of the beer side of things here recently. So, let me turn you guys. But we'll see how it goes. Did you know that Bach is Swedish for goat? So we got Shiner Goat. We're drinking Shiner Goats. I did not know that. But I mean, it's really cool. Learning new drinks, tasting new things. There's another lager that I cannot think of at the top of my head. Let me see if I can find it. It's a big name, too. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, so if you're looking for the lagers, if you're looking for that below the border, that like Hispanic type lager, then you can go for the Dos Equis. Dos Equis. There's a bunch of people say Dos Equis. Some people do say Dos Equis. Dos Equis. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways people say it. You can try those. I like those as well. Have not done a review on them, but they do taste pretty decent. The other one being Heineken. Heineken is also really good as long as you're within that darker taste of the lager. If you don't like that darker, if you're looking for that sweeter taste, then Dos Equis is where you're going to want to go. Personal opinion. Let's see what else is on that list. This is Guinness Drought. I didn't know Guinness Drought was water. You can start trying some Guinness. Guinness is a really dark lager, though. We have Heineken in Sweden. It's decent in my opinion. I like most beers. It is really decent. I like Heineken over Yuengling. Yuengling would be like a light beer of the lagers, in my opinion. Shiner Goat. How long is this stream going to be? I'm probably going to be ending it here in just a second after I finish this beer. I'm going to be going for a beer run. I like those bright taste lager. No dark stuff for me, honestly. Then I'm going to try Heineken. Heineken or Yuengling. Both are light. But yeah, once we finish this one right here, we're going to be ending the live stream. I open tomorrow, so... I mean, it's almost 9 p.m. here, so. Which one? Heineken or Yuengling? Yuengling is more of a malty taste, I guess you could say. It's a little bit sweeter than Yuengling is sweeter than Heineken. They're about the exact same alcohol content. Oh, the one that I'm drinking right now? So Shiner Bock tastes like Yuengling, in my opinion. That's what it tastes like. It's a little bit sweeter. The wheat is really nice. The blend is really nice. It's not heavy. It's like a light beer. It's not dark. It actually is sort of refreshing. It doesn't have a thickness to it when you drink it. Like wherever you drink some beers where it makes like you feel like you have a lot of mucus in the back of the throat. And then I ran out of breath. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really clog your, I don't know what you want to say, but if they've been doing it the same way for a very long time. This is made in a small town, small brewery. Every drop of Shiner beer is brewed in Shiner, Texas. Population of 2,069 by local craftsmen who take pride in our little brewery. And our classic Shiner Bock. This American-style Bock has clean flavor, slightly sweet finish. We hope you enjoy drinking it as much as we enjoy making it. And it is really, it's not like sweet, but it kind of tastes floral, if that makes sense. Something similar to that. Not crazy, but definitely floral. I'm definitely gonna try those beers in. Yeah, they're really good. They're really worth trying. The Heineken, the Yingling, this one, the Shiner Bock, whatever you can get your hands on is something that I would kind of work my way into trying, honestly. Because then when you start trying different beers, you start learning different aspects of different beers and kind of like warping yourself into someone who doesn't just like me. I like drinking Miller Lite. That's my go-to beer is Miller Lite, but I also like trying different beers and doing different flavors of different beers because you never know what you're going to exactly enjoy. Let's see here. I had to pull up the thing, you know. All right, for everybody that's new that's watching, remember we do take a shot for every new subscriber. We're still chilling at 536. Yes, well, I like trying new things and comparing what I actually like instead of just drinking it because I know it. And that's kind of where I went from it is when I first started drinking beer. The first beer that I ever had was a Coors Light. And then it went to a Michelob Ultra. And then it went to Bud Light. And I drank Bud Light for a while. And then I got close to a couple other people. And then they drank Miller Lite all the time. And I've never kicked Miller Lite since. Budweiser, it's just really sweet. I don't like it. Bud Light now to me is really, really sweet. I don't like it. I only like Miller Lite. And then I have a bunch of different like craft beers and stuff. With you being in California, I feel like you have the opportunity and the what's the word I'm looking for? You have the opportunity to get so many different types of beers. You could find a lot that you like. Miller is such an affordable beer, but I prefer Modelo and all of those. And I 100% agree. Miller Lite is definitely affordable. Modelo is a little bit more, and so is Corona, but they taste better. If you want a really good one, Corona Premier. The Corona Premiers are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I would not trade. You could hand me a Miller Lite and a Premier, and I'm going to drink the Premier instead of Miller Lite all day. It's a little bit more expensive, like you said, but the Corona Premiers are absolutely amazing. But again, you pay for what you want. You pay for what you get. You really do. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go pee, and I'll be right back, I promise. I just want to make sure Pretty Lady didn't heat up my food yet before we kept on chatting. But yeah, Miller Lite is a very affordable beer. It really is, because you can buy a case for like in North Carolina. I live in North Carolina. You can buy a Miller Lite case for, I want to say, about $15. $15 you can buy a case of Miller Lite. So, I will buy that one too then. I love Corona, and yeah, price speaks for the taste sometimes. And how far gone is your beer? I'll open another one if you want me to. Honestly. Because she was waiting on me to end this. So, same price here for Miller's. So yeah, I mean, you could buy a case for $15, or you can spend $5 more and buy something really good, or you can spend a lot less for something a lot worse. If you would like me to drink one more beer, I can do one more beer. If not, let me know. I could definitely drink one more beer. I'm going to drink one whether we're live or not. So, I mean, if you guys want me to be live while I drink one more beer, let me know. Live, one beer. Live, no beer. I would feel bad for Hagen Man, just to make sure you stream tomorrow. That would be great. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. My streams are usually Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and she knows that. She understands. We just went and talked. So, I mean, she hasn't even heated up my food yet. So, I mean, it's just leftovers from yesterday because she made a lot. She cooks for an army. I don't know why she does it, but she cooks for an army. I'll drink another beer if you want to chat. If you want to chat, I'll drink one more beer and we'll chat if you're up for it. I don't mind. One more beer then, please. All right, I got you. One more. I can do. All right, what beer do you want? I'll let you choose the beer too. I'm gonna let you choose the beer. All right, so one is the one that I showed you before, the Shiner Bock. All right, and then I got a Miller Lite. Yours truly, the one, the only Miller Lite, the best. There's nothing that's gonna beat that. And then this one is a Guinness Nitro cold brewed coffee. Which one? Which of the three? 1, 2, or 3? I have them lined up from 1 at the beginning, 2, and then 3. Yep, 3. You got to pick between 3. 1, 2, or 3. Or are you picking 3? Are you picking 3? I'm confused. That's an alcohol coffee. I'm picking 3. Okay, we'll do that. It is. I have done a review on it as well. It is made by Guinness. So it is a Guinness Nitro coffee. All right. So the really, really cool thing about these is they're 4% alcohol. They're not really terribly strong or anything like that, but they are nitrogen infused, which means, let me pause the music so you guys can actually hear what's going on. All right, so other than the ambulances are deciding to go by. Yeah. All right, so you hear the can? So that what you hear inside is a little ball. It's about yay big around. And what it does is when you open this can, it's nitrogen infused. So when you open this can, it actually infuses nitrogen into the beer. That sounds terrible. Actually, it's really good. It is really good. I love it. It tastes like a black coffee. You'll be able to see when I open it. Yeah, it's spilling everywhere. We'll just put it on my shorts. Yeah, let's stop doing this thing. Let's go get a towel real quick because it spews like crazy, mostly because of what it is. Being a beer. Not yet. I just went back in there. Ugh. But everything I have is also resistant to any type of spills. So you're like getting a coffee buzz and a beer high. It's kind of technically. The coffee intake, I'm not sure if it says how much coffee's in it. I didn't see it before. So much. Yeah, I don't see anything that says how much caffeine is inside. But essentially, it's what you said. You get pretty much coffee and beer at the same time. I'm also curious, but watching you for a while, but never seen you do a chug video. Would you ever suggest doing chug videos? I have done one. If you type in my name and you type in 40-ounce chug, you'll find it. And it's probably one of my more viewed videos. I've been working on it. I'll probably do another one soon. I've had a couple requests here recently about doing another one. Is there a way I can come back? I might be able to come in. Hang on. I put the link in the comments. Chug videos with Millers and Coronas. Oh yeah, this one is a Miller High Life. So I mean, it is definitely it's a Miller. It is rough though. Very, very, very rough. But a lot of people want me to do a couple more with a couple different beers just to see how they go between like the carbonation. Corona chugging is really hard with the same as Miller High Life because you run into a lot of carbonation and it builds up in your chest and it just kind of like grows all the way up. It's really terrible. But But everybody, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I know I did. Y'all are truly amazing. I know you guys are crooked. We're going to fix you guys just a little bit here. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed the new camera review. It's probably going to what it's going to be. Probably is going to be what it's going to be from now forth. At least until I change it again. But you guys are amazing. Thank you for everything you do. See you, man. Bye. See ya. See ya. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Become part of our huge families. Grow every single day with me, numbers and knowledge. You guys are absolutely amazing. So thank you. But till later, till next, until always, remember, I buy it so you guys don't have to. I try it so you guys want to. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with a brand new review. I'll see you again Monday with hopefully Miller Monday. I don't want to miss it, but we'll see what happens with our vacation. You guys are amazing. I love you. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Well, good night.